Hello. Captain Slow Sniper Flannel, welcome. How are you guys? Welcome.
Early one today, Joey. Happy 17 months, smiley face.
My guy, Kingsmill, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's very kind. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we? Barry, thank you, by the way, for your comment on my roast recent video. I really appreciated it. Thank you. What's in the box? Druids, welcome. Yeah, Kingsmill, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 17 months in a row. You're absolute legend. Thank you. How are you today? All right. We're going to get some work done today, chat. As in, I have got an item that I purchased from somebody. And it arrived today. So I thought maybe what I could do is just have a look at it, see if we can do a repair on it. And go from there. Essentially, it is a PS5. I think it's a no power. So I'm just going to confirm, and I need to sell. I need to pay the person for the PS5 because I've just picked up. So I need to make sure that it's all good. So I'm going to open the box, see what the situation is, and go from there. Stable, welcome. Yeah, both of the roads are in. Lovely, jubbly. Welcome, guys. Avatar Phil, welcome. Got a meeting with directors at 2. Glad you're on early. So I went Mr. Stream. Lovely, jubbly. Look at that. Great Dane, welcome. How are you? Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Carbon Acidic, Ben. MK, welcome. Bodge. Mark, hello. Reem. Sut, welcome. I didn't go gym today. Today's a rest day. My calves are in agony. So are my legs. So today's a rest day. I went yesterday and the day before. So I went Monday, Tuesday. Today's a rest day. Back on it tomorrow. We aim for 4 sessions a week minimum. So we got 2 out of the way, so I can have a rest today. Victor, thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Funky, welcome. Quebecer, hello. How are you? 5 to 8 inches of snow. Lovely, jubbly. Things you love to hear. So I'm just going to check the condition first of this PS5 and make sure it's all good. And exactly what the seller has told me the condition of the PlayStation is. And then I shall release the funds. And make sure they get their money. What have they sent? There's a lot of tape. It's good though. I prefer this. I prefer it when it's got a bunch of tape, you know? That's original box as well. Lovely. So this was purchased from a viewer. We're going to see if we can fix it. I've not worked on a PS5 in a while. Do you know, I think the last PS5s that I worked on, chat, was the... remember I had that really bad run? Remember I had the really bad run of the Slims? I think they're like the last PS5s that I worked on. So having a PS5 to work on, I'm super happy. Because hopefully we get some redemption. And I always like buying from viewers because you guys are honest. Okay. Just make sure we got a PS5. I can't remember if they said that the warranty sticker's been taken off or not. I'll have to check. PS5. All right, we do indeed have a PS5, and the person, exactly as I've asked, has included documentation to show that it's their console. So that is a win, 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 win. Right, let me just confirm. 120 device being received and checked over. Confirm. Yeah, cool. So I paid 120 for this. Oh, it's definitely covers loose. Warranty seal is not intact, and okay. All right. Okay. Initial thoughts, initial opening. It doesn't look in great condition. It doesn't look in great condition. Let me check the email. Did send me pictures. Just can't see that there's screws missing in the pictures, but there is. There's screws of the fan missing. There's screws of the chassis missing. He does say that as well, though. So yeah, he said, as I said, I've opened it before, so I cannot say if all screws are there 100%, like the fan screws. So the original issue with this was working fine, then no display after a storm. If you could fix, nice, easy profit. I wanted to strip it down, but it's complicated. Dad's PS5 disc original was plugged into the wall overnight, and a lightning storm happened. Next, the PS5 was dead. So I don't actually know if this is an on and off situation or what. But I paid 120 for it. Izzy, welcome. What time is it for you, Iz? Lord Douglas. It's got to be early doors, no? 8 o'clock? 7, 8 o'clock? Maybe even earlier. No, 7:30. 7:30. Right. I'm just going to mess with this. I think that's a bit better. How's that, guys? Lighting wise, we okay? Yeah, energy drink today, yeah. 6:30 a.m. 6 hours behind, couldn't sleep. Nice. Nice. So, I mean, it's all there. So, to confirm, I have received a PS5 from a viewer. I paid £120 for it. They sent me all the pictures and everything and confirmed that there were some screws missing. And that is exactly what the situation is. So, if I show you here, we have said PS5. And if I go ahead and open it, it has, in fact, been opened. We're missing a couple of screws on the old fan itself. We're missing the tray for the SSD cover. This did look bent in the pictures, but I don't think the disk drive is bent. We are also missing some screws around the console. So yeah, the condition of this is exactly what I've kind of paid for. So I paid 120 for this, and the story with it is that it's been hit by lightning, and all of a sudden now it doesn't work. I didn't confirm with the person if when they state it doesn't work, whether that's going to be no power or just no display. So I'm looking forward to finding that out. But I shall now release the funds to the person because I've checked over the console and it is exactly what it is that they've confirmed. But I don't think they sent me any payment information. So let me just... Danny's 89 coming in with a prime for 2 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think they included any... Yeah. Okay, so I've sent them a message to get that sorted. The actual payment itself. Yeah, from Lightning, apparently. My guess is going to be the HDMI retimer. And also I've received this. Oh, guess who I had a call from this morning? which was courteous. So I've got a knife tip from eBay for my my 115, my A for an A9 02. So I'm looking forward to using that. I mean, this is probably going to be my backup, but I received a call from Kaiser Tech this morning, just basically saying that the tips had arrived last night and they're shipping them out today. I should receive my tip tomorrow, my JBC genuine one.
Oh yeah.
Lord MMX _ SVK, thank you very much for the gifted tier 1 sub to Coherent Light. Thank you, my friend. That's very kind of you. Thank you. As your first gifted sub as well. Thank you. That means a lot, honestly. Thank you. All right. What is going to be said issue with this PS5 then? Not worked on one in a while. So I'm actually quite excited to take a look. I'm just going to plug in the power and kind of see what happens and go from there. I think that's going to be our best place to start because with lightning damage as well, especially, this guy has been inside this console to try and fix it. So anything I do now is not going to be a detriment to the device. If, perhaps, they turn around and said it was lightning damage and nobody had touched it or been inside it, I might be a little bit more... I might think twice about just plugging in power, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that's already happened on multiple occasions. So I am just going to plug in the power to see what it is that I get and confirm whether it is going to be no power or no display. Pretty sure it's no power. Wheaty, welcome. How are you? Don't trip the electric. Hopefully not. Famous last words and whatnot. Okay. Just because it's on the same spur, I think. Right. That's been plugged in. Do we get a light when I go to push the power button? Did you guys hear that? Please tell me you heard that. Let me try that again. And I'm going to speak so you guys can hear. I think the fan's rubbing on something. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. This fan is definitely brushing on something that is causing a noise. I hope, because if that is not the case, Lord the glove above on a dove, we are dealing with something catastrophic here. I really hope that's the case. Let me disconnect this old fan. Oh, that should be a good way of testing, hey? Disconnect the fan, plug it in again. Now no power? What? We're also missing the cable for the disk drive and into the motherboard. So there's a cable missing here as well. I've just plugged the fan back in. I'm wondering if it... What? So wait. Focus.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, my friend. Thank you very much for the Prime for 9 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wait. So when I plug the fan in and plug the power in, this turns on. But when I disconnect the fan, the console doesn't turn on. I'm just going to try that again. Oh. Now I get a beep. But I don't have any LEDs. That was very strange. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect because I don't know if this is powering on or not. I have no idea. Let me take the fan off because this fan is cursed. That screw is loose. That screw is not screwed in. Okay, all right. This is going to be a messy one. I like the messy ones. They make you stronger. That's what I'll say. Where is my screwdriver? The messy ones make you stronger. Let's see what happens. So this is the wrong screw. I hope that's not done any damage to the motherboard, is what I will say. That's what I will say. Let's hope. It's like me, the screws are loose. I like it. I like it. Okay, yes. Wait a minute. No. Oh, okay. Interesting. I can tell just from this screw alone. This screw is for the power supply because it's got the tip on the end. So if you're watching this and you're wondering how I know that, there's two separate screws that go here for the fan, and they're very similar to. Let me show you. I'm going to say this screw, unless this screw is also for the power supply. No. So this screw here, it was in the right location, but can you see the tiny difference between the two? Well, there's not actually a tiny difference. One of them's rather big, and one of them is a lot smaller. But right at the end, this one's got a point to it. This one's got a point to it, and that pointy one was put back here, which is a big no-no. So for two reasons: one, it's longer, so it can cause damage. Two, it's got a pointy end. So if you can imagine that gets put into the wrong place, imagine what damage that could actually do to the PCB. Quite a lot. So let me tell you. And again, for the person, I don't know if they're watching this or if they're going to watch it back, but what I will say is when you're taking these consoles apart, make sure you map your screws, right? Just as like a lesson and a bit of feedback, just map them. Use a little bit of blue tack or white tack, right? So I have white tack here. And I would map out, if I didn't know a console, I would map where the screws go. And you can use 3 or 4 different bits of white tack or blue tack, and you can do it as like levels. So this could be like the top level, and this could be your top level screws. And then you can use the next map, and that could be the middle layer, and then you can use the next one, and that's the bottom one, etc., etc. No, it's not a free repair. I paid £120 for this. Ah, okay. I found our issue with the LED. Right. And the noise that was happening with the fan. Good thing is the fan works. That is meant to be plugged into a board down here. Okay, let me take this off. Let's get the warranty sticker off. This needs a good clean as well. It does need a clean. But I think I'm just going to go with microfiber. IQ Workshop! Yo! Hello, hello,
Just
hello.
wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Your content has allowed me to diagnose and fix a QFN power IC failure with a hot air replacement with a donor part.
Let's go.
Thanks for the amazing content. Seems good.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you for tuning in. You know, the credit all goes to you for actually spending your time watching the video. So that's your reward, I guess, is you kind of, sometimes you will learn how to do things. It's not very often. I can say that. It won't be very often. But you're more than welcome. Thank you, IQ Workshop, for the Prime for 2 months in a row. And thank you to Bossman Hick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Coming in with a Prime subscription. Guys, that puts us on 1,194 total Twitch subscribers. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Okay, that screw's in the right place.
Oh, yeah.
All right, chat. We have another screw in the wrong place, and that, again, is a very, very big screw compared to what's actually meant to go in here. The screw that's meant to go in here is, in fact, this bad boy. So that bad boy is meant to go in, and instead, this one has been put in. See the difference? Big difference. This can cause bad damage to the motherboard. Wheaty, guys, what, guys, what's going on? Wheaty on a Wednesday. Wheaty, that's 314 total gifted subscribers now. Lord of Glove above on a dove. What's going on? Wheaty coming in with 5 gifted to Karma, Raw, Ryan, iMerk, and Indy. Thank you so much, Wheaty. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Philo coming in. Philo_001 coming in with a Prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. Hype Train is apparently incoming. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Let's continue taking this apart. That one's got the right screw. Did you see my super chat? I didn't know. There wasn't a notification. Joseph, PS5's are fit for the bin. Thank you very much for the £2. I don't know why I didn't get the notification for that. What's the issue with this one? It was a lightning strike. Sending love. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that, Weetie. Is this one in the right? I don't think it is. MS Blind, welcome. How are you? How are you? That's in the... This one is also in the wrong hole. Pug Freak 2010. Lord Glove, thank you very much for the 15 months. The Prime, that's incredible, man. 15 months is such an amazing amount of support for such a long time. Thank you. You've also triggered a hype train with that, so I really appreciate that. Level 3 hype train, 4 minutes 30 on the clock, 52%. Thank you, guys. The console is a lightning strike console. The first few faults aren't even caused by lightning. Yeah, it's just... so I think the backstory to this one is that the person who sold it to me actually tried repairing it themselves, and I think quickly realised that it's very tough to do. We're missing, by the looks of it, straight off the bat, every single screw from the chassis, the metal chassis, the heatsink. So, okay, right, let me think about this. I've got...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joseph, the notification works over here, hey? Lord Glove, 27 total gifted subs in the channel. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I've got a goal of 1,300 subs, and you've just tipped us over 1,200, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Once it updates, this number will update in a second. And that's going over to 1,200. Guys, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Not as easy as a HDMI chip swap like our Lightning Strike one. I don't know, Damien. It might be. It might be. After all the screws and stuff have been reallocated. Kingsmill as well with the bits.
Maybe the lightning strike knocked all the screws into the wrong place.
I think you're on something. I think you're on something. Loving the new sound on Twitch. First time I heard it. Yeah, it's my son. He said daddy for the first time the other day. And obviously I had to include that like I did with my daughter, right? But hers was a laugh. His was his is the word daddy. So that's on Twitch. And then my YouTube one is my daughter still. So I've still got my daughter, because I obviously don't want to leave her out, right? So that she's on YouTube, and then my son's on Twitch. Afternoon, Jay. Magcave, welcome. James, hello. Good afternoon. Alicia, hello. By the way, how are you? So much for it being a blown fuse or dead sound power supply. Yeah, I'm not too sure what it is going to be. It might still be that. We've just had a lot of stuff going on here. It looks like as well they've left this foam bit on, this sticky bit of foam, and taken off this, which is interesting, because that can potentially damage the cable. Because what they've done is oh no, wait a minute. So what they've done is they've unplugged it here and done it that way. Okay. Let me take off the antenna cables. Whoa, 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 whoa. King Stig coming in with a follow on Twitch and then hitting us up with a prime. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, King. Level 4 hype train, 4 minutes 30 on the clock, 8%. Thank you, guys. The real question is, what isn't wrong with the console? It could be. I'm going to show you guys something, which is why it's so imperative that you can't put screws back into the wrong places. This is why. This is why. These are all lessons, by the way. Please don't take this as in an attempt of me being horrible or anything like that. I'm just trying to educate people, and no shade at all thrown at the person who has done this, you know, because it happens to the best of us. I've been there. Loads of other people have been there. Thank you very much. Rin Lin Tube, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Your super chat came through. That's so strange. How yours did and Joseph's didn't. This is what can happen, guys. So most likely, this cable's probably going to have to be replaced, because I highly doubt that we have a continuous path. And even if we do, I'm not happy with how it currently looks, if that makes sense. Oh, they've put a bit of heat. Is that their heat shrink? I think that's their heat shrink, but that is not okay, because you can clearly see the tear that we have there in the corner. And whilst this might have a continuous path now, if this PS5 takes one little hit or something like that, that could easily come off. So I have to replace these antenna cables now, which are linked to the power supply. Can be a little bit of a pain, but it's more so just to show that when you put the screw back in the incorrect place, this is what can occur. All right, so we don't say it just for like giggles, you know. It's more so because there are rhymes and reasons for putting screws back in the correct places, and this is definitely one of them. Matt, hello, how are you? Right, let's continue taking this apart then. So the cable's been put back incorrectly down here. Again, I don't want to... what I'm saying sounds ridiculously negative, But this is, let's take this as like a learning opportunity for the person who took this apart, as well as people who are potentially looking at taking PlayStation 5s apart, because that's who I'm trying to help at the end of the day. So no shade at all. I'll just caveat that again. I'll say that again. So what I'm going to do is take this bit off first. Just like this. Doesn't have to be pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph coming in with a gifted legendary status membership. Joseph, thank you very much again. I appreciate. What's going on? Joseph coming in with the good today. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Gifting a membership to Shark. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Level 4 hype train. 2 minutes on the clock on Twitch. And we're at 8%. Thank you. I appreciate it. Looks melted and chews. It does look a bit melted. You're right. But I think maybe it's both. Let's take this off then. Oh. Wait. What's going on? Why is there gold on the PCB? What's happening? There's also no clamp. Okay, wait. I'm just looking at the email again. Was working fine, then no display after a storm. If you can fix it, nice, easy profit for you. I started to strip down, but it looks complicated. A few things, and then I responded and said, are you still interested in selling this? And the seller said, Dad's PS5 disc original version was plugged into the wall overnight. A lightning storm happened the next day. He took it apart. I have no idea what he was looking at. As I said, he's opened it before, so cannot say if all screws are 100%. Wait. So what's all this gold stuff? What's all the gold stuff? Like, what's happening? It's like on the traces and stuff. Thank you for the hype train success, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Copper grease. But I don't know if this is conductive. Is it conductive? I don't know what it is. Like, why is it on the PS5? Clearly, that's not going to be factory, right? That's not going to be factory. So what's happened? Nothing to do with heat compound or anything like that, guys. Nothing to do with that. Why is there gold on here? It's just one of those things. I mean, if the seller wasn't aware of this, fair enough. I completely understand. But I'd expect, you know, I just kind of thought, as per the email, this was a case of taking it apart to inspect why it's no power, not pimp my ride.
PS5's are fit for the bin. Waste basket emoji.
Wait, is that... Joseph, was that a new one or was that your old one? Thank you very much for the £2. I'm just going to see if there is a continuous path here. Ready? Okay, so it's not conductive. All right, so I don't have to necessarily worry about it too much. It's not conductive. Okay, thank God. Because I thought I was going to be an issue. Like, I thought it was going to be a really, really big issue here. But that's not conductive. Cool. All right. Not conductive, but still. Why is there gold glitter everywhere? All the heat pads and stuff are still on the underside of the metal chassis. I was just a little bit confused and taken aback by it, you know. So it's not got the heatsink. Sorry, it's not got the clamp. I know that there supposedly was meant to be a few things missing, but that is really on there as well, isn't it? That's been, I don't know if I'm going to have to get a new thingy for that as well. These antenna cables were not put back, so oh my gosh, yeah. That is completely ruined. Okay. So let me take that off. Let me show you this cable.
Joey, don't be mean. PS5 just wants to look pretty.
The PS5 could look as pretty as it wants. I got no issue with that. Look at that. This is, again, just this is why I kind of, when I say about repair shops and stuff, I say one of the most important jobs, in my opinion, is taking a console apart and putting it back together. And if you can nail down that process, it should be a pretty well-paid job, to be honest, because this is where a lot of the stuff could go wrong. You know, this might potentially still work, but obviously I'm not going to be using that cable anymore. But that's what can happen. All right. Okay. I'm going to take the board out. What's our bets on the liquid metal, by the way? What's our bets on the liquid metal situation? Here we go. Okay. Oh. Oh, chat, what do I do, man? What do I do? I wouldn't pay £120 for this. Yogi, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you. Thank you. I wouldn't take £120 for this. It doesn't really state in the email that it's been worked on to this extent. It says the screws aren't going to be there, like fan screws, etc. He took it apart, but I have no idea what he was looking at. It doesn't say anywhere in the email that there has been repair attempts. It just says that it's been taken apart. I don't necessarily want to pay £120 for this, to be honest, chat. Look. I definitely don't want to pay. You guys haven't even seen this yet. I definitely don't want to pay £120 for this. I wouldn't have paid £120 for this if I knew the full information. I would expect people as well to just be, you know, to find out that information, if I'm being honest. So clearly done some work on F7001. What they've... Oh, no. I mean, that flux also looks like plumber flux or something. Corrosive. That flux looks corrosive to me. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's corroded the pads. Look. Can you see? This is all corrosion on the pads. I think that's, I don't know if that's flux on top of the chip or whether that's a hole in the chip. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, and I'm never one to assume, right? I'm never a person to judge somebody at all. And this person was also selling me this device on behalf of a relative But I still feel like there's a responsibility there to be 100% truthful and upfront and ask that relative what they've actually done to it before selling it to me on behalf of the relative. If that makes sense. Okay, so I have received an email. I've received an email from the person. Are you watching the stream now? Yeah, based off actually looking at this, I'm definitely not willing to pay 100. Oh, I think they've done something to the South Bridge as well. Wait. This is how it work on the South Bridge. This is how it work on the HDMI chip. What? Yeah, look. I didn't even see the work on the South Bridge. Is that a reflow or has it been a replace? To be fair, it might just be a reflow, but there's definitely flux around here. There's definitely flux and work that's happened here. What about the actual HDMI port? Was anything done to that? Okay, so work was also done to the HDMI port as well. Yes, it's had a lot of work done to it. Supposedly the power supply is okay as well because it beeps on, beeps off. Yeah, it's just I mean the flux that's been used is horrendous. There's gold glitter on the PS5. I'm just gonna see if there's any other areas that have been worked on. There's a streak of something here. And obviously the South Bridge. Yeah, it's definitely had some flux on that's corroded. Do you know what? They might have even... That BIOS looks like it's come off, you know, chat. That BIOS looks like it's come off. What do I do, chat? And yeah, to confirm, it does say if you can fix, nice, easy profit for you. Let me read this out as well. Has anybody attempted to fix a device? I started to strip it down, but it looks complicated. Then the next email, Dad's PS5. Original disc was plugged into the wall and now it's dead. He took it apart, but I have no idea what he's looking at. So in the first email, it says, I started to strip it down, but it looks complicated. The next email, he took it apart. Honestly, because of the condition that this is in and because of the corrosion that we have, I think £80 is generous. I think £80 is generous. And the only reason why I'm offering £80 is that I might be able to actually get content out of this. As in a YouTube video. To see if I can fix it. So I'm gonna respond to the email of the person who's watching me right now, and I'm gonna offer £80. If not, I will cover postage personally back to you. I'll put it back together. £80, I feel like is very generous considering the information that's been told.
I took it apart, but didn't know what I was doing, and I accidentally reflowed the South Bridge.
Yeah, I think there's a bit more to it. Thank you very much, Kingsmill, for the 100. But the power supply works. If I can get content out of it, I'll offer 80. But I still think, chat, do we agree that £80 is generous, chat? Is £80 generous? I know it's over the odds for what it is. I know it's over the odds. If I get a bit of content out of it, and hopefully it provides us a little bit of content on the stream. Too much, generous, 50 max, yeah. So I'll stick to guns, and I'll say, because I know as well that the person's gone, you know, they have boxed it up. They've done a good job of boxing it up and sending it over. So I will offer 80, and I'll just reply to them now and see if they're happy with 80. Let me just write my email. Why is this not working? There we go. Let me just get it in writing. Okay. What I've said is exactly what I said to you guys. I'm offering £80. If not, I'll go out of pocket and I'll even return the console with my own money. So I'll see what they say. I should be able to, I should be able to get the 80 back with content, with a mixture of Twitch and the YouTube video. And then if I don't think I'm going to make a profit with this, but at least again, it provides us with the content. But it would, because of the story that's behind this, it could make for an interesting video. But again, we'll see. If not 80, it's going straight back. Hey Joe, at least you can get it. No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I'd send it back. Who knows what's a bit? Yeah. You're right. I've just offered, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, and hopefully they can get back to me if they're watching the stream. I'd appreciate a quick response. How are you, chat? How's everybody doing today? Welcome, your faces, to a lovely, bubbly stream. RVNR, welcome. How are you? Welcome, sir. Welcome. CPR, welcome. Neo's all good. Lovely jubbly. RVNR, how are you, my friend? RVNR, you want to jump on a call quick? You want to come on a call? Tell me how you're getting on and stuff. Just whilst I wait for a response quick. You want to jump on a call? Tell me how business is going. How everything is with you. No dramas if not, of course. Colin, hello, how are you? Let me set up. No worries, my guy. That'd be nice. Come on. Yeah, he's coming. Just to let you know, as soon as I get a response, I'll probably have to dot and crack on RVNR. But I'd like to know how you're getting on and all of those good things, mate. Gonna try and replace a broken USB port on a Raspberry Pi. Good luck. Eating a pot noodle. Yes. Well, you are, Tristan. Bombay bad boy. Do I have a motherboard with a G41 chipset, but it's VGA? Don't output red color signal. What to do? You're speaking a foreign language to me, my friend. I would unfortunately not be able to assist you with that one. However, if you join the Discord, !Discord, there will be people in there who are experts with this stuff. He's ready. Here we go. The man, the myth, the legend, RVNR. Hello.
Hello.
I've got push to talk on 2 seconds, mate. Hello. Hello.
Hello, man.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah,
Let's go. Guys, round of applause for RVNR.
What is happening?
Let's turn you up, mate. Let me turn you up. What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean, what's
happening? In a bad moment, I see comments for a refund and stuff.
Who's having a bad moment?
You, apparently.
Do you know what, RVNR? There's more things in life to be worried about.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to take these things with a pinch of salt and tackle them as they come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So sometimes you have to take a negative, turn it into a positive. Steph, thank you very much for the Prime for 3 months. More importantly, RV, the legend,
Tell me.
the Italian legend. How are you?
Half dead, I can say, because I have a bad coughing and...
Coughing?
Yeah, coughing.
What, as in just, you've had it for a while, or?
Yeah, it's like, it started with a throat pain and developed in trachea pain and stuff.
Oh, okay,
all
fine.
The best thing. So it's like since I believe 1 month already.
So what is, you've had it for a month?
Yeah.
And it's affecting your sleep and all those things?
No, sleep, no.
Oh, okay, fine.
But during the day, I have many moments of apnea. So I'm feeling heavy breath.
Is that like being tired and out of breath and stuff, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. So it affecting your work, essentially. It's not like not being able to work as long hours. Is that what it is?
Not even work, but talking to people, customers and stuff, calling. Hey, sometimes it's hard to speak.
Yeah, okay. So this, for example, isn't the best for you right now. Is that right?
Yeah.
I am damaging you. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I definitely didn't mean for that to happen. Bodger says you need more flux, mate.
Yeah, of course.
We need to get you on the repair table.
Yeah.
I'll do some micro soldering on you. You trust me? You do?
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
go. How is business and everything, my friend? Okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
Good.
Going
Customers
better.
coming in. Interesting repairs or pretty much same old?
I would say very random.
Ooh.
Obviously, half of the jobs are simply cleaning consoles, overheating consoles, changing the HDMI port. But I'm starting to see some old PlayStation 3, Xbox 360,
Oh, okay.
Nintendo
So
DS Lite repairs.
more retro, quote unquote, right? More retro.
Yeah.
I guess you've got the steady, which is the nice, the earners, we call them, right? The HDMI ports and stuff. They're the nice ones. But then you have sometimes the interesting ones. But those ones can take longer and ultimately cost you a little bit more, right?
Yeah, even in time.
Yeah, exactly. Tell RV he needs more SEO on his website, says Bodge.
No, I don't. I don't need more SEO.
More SEO. I can't believe it. I have got glitter on my microscope now. This PlayStation 5. Oh my gosh. I've got glitter on my gloves. I've got glitter on my microscope. Jeez Louise.
What happened? Somebody had a glitter bomb on you?
Somebody, basically, it's been an electronic glitter bomb is what I would call it. No, somebody sold me a PS5, or we're in the process of selling me a PS5, and it looks like they've put gold thermal paste.
Ooh, I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
I
So,
had few console with that. Even the silver one is
yeah, let me.
terrible.
Have you got the stream up? Can you see on stream or not?
Yeah. I can say I am 10-15 seconds.
Oh, okay, fine. I've just
delay.
Yeah, I've just held it up, but you can see like on every single bit, they've put the they put the gold.
I can see now.
But you touch it and it goes everywhere. It's one of those, right?
Exactly. It's so
that's what makes it bad.
It's going, yeah.
But I've tested it for continuity and it's not continuous, which is good because I saw it on the board a little bit and I was a little bit worried. But it's not.
It's only a messy thermal paste.
Yeah, it's really, really messy. But everything's good with you then, except for the coffin situation.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And the repairs all good, business all good. I'm glad you're all good. That makes me happy because you're one of the most skilled people that I know in this game. So when you do well, that makes me extremely happy. Yeah, RVNR, exclamation mark RVNR in the chat. And that'll take you straight to RVNR's YouTube channel. There was a video that you put out recently, I think, as well. And what I like now about your videos is the dubbing. Remember we talked about that, didn't we? We said about it.
I seen some comments and hear about people that now the dubbing is more like YouTube is taking the real voice and creating AI over this.
Yeah, so it almost sounds like you, essentially, but English for me, you know, which is really, really cool. So it makes it watchable because when it was on, obviously in Italian, it was
I was starting to create and thinking about a second channel for English only.
All right,
but if YouTube is going into this direction, well, I don't need that at that point, no?
Yeah, 100%. And what it does as well is it's like it takes your voice, but it makes it quieter. So you're not as loud, and the AI voice comes in and it's almost over the top. So I can just about hear you in the background, but I kind of like that because I still know it's RVNR. But then the English voice is much louder, and I can obviously follow that, and it makes sense.
I still didn't hear myself these type of changes they made.
Right. Okay.
But I will at some point just to see and just to hear.
Experience what
exactly.
No, it's good, mate, and it saves you the hassle of having to upload into a different channel and all those things, because I guess at that point as well you're working double as hard if you do that. If you put two videos out, you can have one in English, one in Italian.
Because having two channels is double the work. Is absolutely.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't even begin to imagine what that's like. So yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. But this seems to be working nicely. I think there's some bits in there that it trips up on, but I can follow it. And my English is terrible personally. So if I can follow it, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people will be able to follow it. Yeah. So yeah,
the AI voice is emotionless. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. But still, I need to hear myself on the dubbing and see if that is really the case or not.
Yeah, I don't think it's a massive concern though. I see what people are saying when they say it's emotionless because there's not that emotion, but it's only going to be able to do so much, I guess, as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, the important thing is to provide information. Not the kind of it's not about the
welcome back to YouTube, blah 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 blah, like, you know, the Joey style, right?
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah, I'm not an entertaining people, so I can be.
You're entertaining.
Yeah, but I am more into sharing the knowledge.
Of course,
and that's it. So creating a school class.
Yeah. The teaching, the educational side of things. Yeah. That makes complete sense. Have you, when you say school class, have you seen School? You've looked at that or not?
No, I didn't personally.
Maybe something to look at. For you. School.com. It's really cool. You pay $99 a month, and then you can have your own like little school community. Especially, mate, for Italy would be pretty cool. You know, the #1 place. I don't know if there's necessarily any Italian soldering school repairs stuff on School.
No, there isn't, but I do already personal private class.
I see.
For people that wanted to learn. I am doing on my Discord server. There is a specific session where people can ask me, and I do obviously hourly paid. So we join in voice chat and learning at distance. You know, maybe with a little solder kit starting and stuff.
Nice, like where to start,
They have
what
a-
equipment to pick up, like all of those sorts of things.
Yes.
Nice, man. I love that for you. And is it going well? Is it going okay?
For now, 3, 4,
It's still
5
new?
people,
Still sort of new?
Yeah, it's still new. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
new
yeah.
because many people prefer to watch YouTube first and learn the hard way
Yep.
that this is not
As easy as what it makes it look out to be, right? Yeah.
Then
Yeah, of course.
they are starting to think about getting help.
Yeah, which makes complete sense. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Well, my friend, thank you for jumping on. I just, again, wanted to make sure that you was all okay. Guys, exclamation mark RVNR in the chat. Please feel free to check out some of his content. Really educational, all-round great guy, and has helped me a bunch of times. So RVNR, thank you very much, my friend. I'm going to try and get back to this, and I've not had an email back from the person yet. But, oh, no, I have. 10 minutes ago. Right, so I'm going to crack on with that and see what they say.
All right.
Cheers, RVNR. Much love.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-oh.
What a legend. Guys, give it a round of applause for RVNR in the chat, please. I need some, like, is that? I haven't got my sound effects up. Can we get some, like, where there? Hold. Clapping sound effect. Hold. Here we go. Thank you, RVNR. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I can't wait to get copyright strike for that. Right. Now I have an email back from said person, so let me just have a quick gander at it. It didn't, for some reason, show as a new email for me, so I was kind of waiting for nothing. Okay, so I have no idea about any works inside. I'm not going to read that part. So my error, I didn't get the full history. Really sorry. That's okay. And this is why, guys, you kind of have to be open about these sort of situations. And I know for a lot of people out there, it's very easy for people to turn around and say, you've been scammed. This guy scammed you. But I mean, scammed, not scanned. But it is sometimes, yes, he could be obviously fabricating a story about what's going on, but you can either choose to believe that or not. And sometimes, you have to think with your brain. Especially when it comes to business. But luckily, I'm in a business where I can be a little bit more flexible with my emotions, which is maybe risky, but I obviously also have to stay true to me, my beliefs, and what I think is correct and what's incorrect. I had no idea about the works inside. I didn't get the full history. Really sorry. He's 65 and a very independent old man. I will accept 80 on his behalf, as obviously it's my error for not confirming the history. Cool. All right. So chat, we can go ahead and take a look at this console and proceed with this repair. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I will reply. Let me just reply to the email because, again, I don't know if they're still watching. Right. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet, and then we're going to come back and start working on this PlayStation 5, okay? Clap, yeah, the claps, exactly. Dido, welcome, by the way. I don't know if I've seen you today. Hello, how are you? Let me get to the toilet quick, chat. 2 seconds. See if we can get this bad boy working. Yeah, of course you have to give people chances. I mean, some people will just end up taking advantage of you, but you have to be the judge of that. You can apply logic, all the logic you want, but sometimes, everyone's different at the end of the day. What I do might be completely something different to what other people would do. Somebody might have opened that up and just gone, nope, straight back regardless of the price because they feel like the story isn't correct or whatever. And people are, completely within their right to do it, but... Right, BRB 2 seconds, chat. All right, we're back. We're back. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Dido. Every time I say Dido, it sounds like Theodore, right? Theodore. If I was like Irish, Theodore. I've been here just lurking. Ugh. That monster's delicious. It's nice, yeah. It's something that you know. It's definitely one of my I guess bad traits, but it is what it is. I'm just going to check the audio, guys. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. That's how I check my audio. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Sounds right to me. How do I know your name? Theodore's a lovely name, by the way. I think Theo's a lovely name. Right, first things first, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. First things first. I'm getting that fume extractor and I'm putting it on full and I'm opening the windows because I don't even know what flux they've used. Just to recap, the seller has actually agreed to sell this to me for £80, which I will go ahead and do as soon as the stream is finished. And I'm going to begin working on this now to see if I can fix it. Whoa, what was that? That was a horrible noise. But they will obviously get their £80 regardless of the outcome. Right, let's put that on quite... Oh, not that much. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. Right. Got my new tip for my iron as well. I think it's going to be interesting. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it'll suck. Okay, first things first. I've got to get my multimeter and everything like that set up to make sure it's going to be all good. Dore, but most should say door. Oh, Dore? All right, let's go. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Honestly, to the person who has sent me the emails, listen. Why do you think I keep everything confidential? Because there are some people out there that take things a little bit too far. And listen to me, because this is technically the only thing that matters right now in this situation, right? You are fine. Don't worry about it. These things happen. You didn't know. It was your dad's. He's obviously not shared with you the full story of what's happened. But that's not necessarily your fault. And if he is an older gentleman, it might not necessarily be his. So it is what it is. We move on. The focus is now to just try and fix the board. That's the goal here, all right? Let's do it. And I shall try and teach you as we go, all right? Because that's what I enjoy doing. Don't worry about it, please. Is the board in focus? It doesn't look it, does it? Oh, hopefully you sorted it in a sec. Sorry for the negativity. Oh, no, but chat, you guys don't have anything to apologize for either, please. You guys don't have anything to apologize for. It is what it is. Like I said, we're just provided with the details. This is what happened. I choose, I deal with things a certain way and that might be different to how other people deal with their stuff. It is what it is. It's no biggie. You know, and it's just one of those things that I think everybody can be mature about and come to a conclusion on their own. You don't need somebody else's opinion to change that. I think differently to other people. People think differently to me. Simple as that. Roy, by the way, FYI, I sent off your soldering kit today. All right, so you should receive it tomorrow, if not the day after. Congrats on that again. Congrats on that. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but congrats. Let's probably go. Gold thermal paste supposedly is really a thing. Apparently. Let's go under this bit. I've got my multimeter tray, haven't I? Microscope, and then we go multimeter. Where is the multimeter software? I've selected it, but it's not showing. Oh, it's there. It's because I moved it. Because of bridge. Let's leave it over here for the time being and see how it actually looks. I don't know if you guys prefer it over here. I have no idea. But let's just see. We'll blame Samsung. First things first. Now, I know it's going to sound really weird. I'm not going to check for voltages because I clearly have a lot of stuff I need to tidy up. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is just quickly see if on the back I have an issue with any of the rails themselves. Are they actually shorted? So I'm going to come over to where it is that I know I definitely get my 3.3 and other voltages, which is right here. I'm just going to see if I do get a short on any of them. All right. So do I have a short on the 5? I don't have a short on the 5. I have open line. So that's good. And then down here on the 3.3, I also don't have a short. So I don't have a short there. Just checking in a couple of other random places. I'm going to get glitter everywhere. Got to be super careful when working on this because I don't want to spread glitter around the old workshop, you know, aka bedroom. Let me just I'm going to see if this stuff, I don't know if it's actually going to clean off. I really highly doubt it, to be honest. Really highly doubt that it's going to clean off. It looks like it's corroded, but if I just take some IPA, you're going to see what it looks like if I just do that and grab a pair of tweezers. Where's my tweezers? Exactly, Paul. I completely agree. Yeah, it is. I mean, it comes off, but what we don't want is later on, we don't want this having issues, you know? We don't want this having issues later on down the line. Be interesting to know, like, what flux they actually used, you know? Okay. Yo! Shane coming in. Shane, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. I appreciate you. That's very kind of you, my guy. Thank you. I want to say something, but I don't know if it's against TOS. I don't know if it's against TOS if I say if we hit X amount, blah blah blah. I don't know if it is against TOS. Guys, I'm just going to chat GPT something quick. I'm going to chat GPT something quick. I'm just going to take Twitch's TOS and I'm just going to see if I say if we hit certain amount of subs, I'll just give this away. I'm just going to check. Wait. I don't know if that's against TOS. So I'd rather check before I do. Twitch terms of service. Community guidelines. And then what I do is I go copy all of it. Expand all. Thank you. Copy all. Yep. This is why for some things ChatGPT is absolutely incredible. ChatGPT, please take Twitch's terms of service and let me know if I could, for example, say to try and fix this. Let's see. Good thinking. They cracked down on giveaways a good while ago. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure before I make a huge mistake here. I get there's like incentives and all those things, but I just want to make sure. Oh, okay, fine. So you can usually do something like, I'm going to try and fix the PS5. And if we hit X amount of subscribers, I'll give it away to someone in chat. If you set it up as a proper promotion giveaway and don't make people pay sub to enter, I'm the promoter, blah, blah, blah. It's not a Twitch run promo. Obviously not. This is promotion by myself. Yep. And it's not a sponsor by Twitch. Of course it's not. Yeah, so okay, so it's more so you kind of word it at 1,300 subs or whatever it may be. We'll run the PS5 as a giveaway. And it says only people who pay and subscribe with bits and donations and stuff are allowed to enter. That's a little bit more riskier. I wouldn't be doing that. I would just say that anybody in chat is able to win this PS5. All as well, though, what I have to also consider is postage. So I need to be really, really careful about this. I'm thinking out loud, which is already dangerous. Okay, and also, would I be able to host the giveaway on a platform like Discord for UK only? Yeah, EU or UK only. I'd probably just go UK only, to be fair, because it's quite a big item as well. The shipping stuff is an absolute nightmare with stuff outside of the UK. My promotion, yeah, mustn't mislead viewers. Obviously not. Promote illegal gambling. No, obviously not. It doesn't require the giveaway to be run on Twitch. Fine. Okay. So if at X amount of subs, we can run the giveaway on Discord for the PS5. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right, guys, we're fine. We're fine to do stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Don't make subbing or paying the only way to enter. Yes, which is not going to be the case. It's a community effort. So once we hit X amount of subs, then it means that I will host a giveaway for the UK. However, listen, chat. Now, listen. I don't want to scam anyone. And I'm not going to say that now because I don't know if it's fixed. So, and I don't know, you know, the chance of me actually fixing this is going to be very, very slim. But what I will say is if I am able to fix it, and we hit the quota of 1,300 subs, I'll give it away. However, I also don't want people just to sub now for the sake of the 1,300 and then also be disappointed. So I feel like it's also unfair in that regard. Does that make sense? So maybe I don't say anything at all. And we'll just see what happens and then we can run it. Let's do that. Let's do that. I won't say anything at all. We'll see how this fix goes and we'll go from there. You've already said it though? Nah, I haven't. I haven't said it. Right. I'm just trying to think where we start. I need to start around the HDMI IC. It'd be awesome to give away the PS5 though, wouldn't it? It'd be for 2026, brand new year. Get ahead of the game like that. Right. Here we go. So, let's start with this HDMI IC. Let's see if we can get it good. Wow. I'm just going to really quickly take some IPA to this and see if it sizzles. Let's just do this. Give it a nice clean because there isn't really an area where I can be like, oh, that's our issue. because it all looks a little bit squiffy right now. Now, I'm actually being quite vigorous here. Now, usually when I'm using a microfiber cloth, I wouldn't say be vigorous because you're worried about like knocking components off if you catch them. However, the whole point of this is that if a component comes off, it wasn't fit for purpose, which is why I'm not fussed at all if I knock a component off with my microfiber cloth and a toothbrush. It's practically moss. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? I just hope the pads underneath are okay. I'm also just really quickly going to clean up the Liquido metal. Plumber's flux. No, it might be. It might be. It genuinely might be plumber's flux. I know you say JK, but it could be. Look at that. Jeez Louise. We are under contract on the place. Let's go! Loki, am I right in thinking it's what we talked about personally when you say you're under contract? That's what you're talking about. As in, like, things are moving. Is that what you're talking about? I'm binning this whole liquid metal, by the way. It's very rare that I do that. Well done, mate. Congrats. Amazing. Amazing. Just... I'd say, like, let's celebrate, but you know what I'm going to say. Until it's all done and dusted, even with contracts in place, let's relax. Good to celebrate the little bits, but then you celebrate even harder when everything's done and dusted. I'm pessimistic like that. It's weird, right? Because you know when people say I'm a pessimist or I'm optimist, I'm always, it depends for me, you know? Some things I'm really optimistic. Other things I'm really pessimistic. Strange. I'm not like an either or. It depends on the actual situation, you know? Right, here we go. That looks a lot better than what it was. I'm going to try my hardest to scrape that off a little bit later, but I have bigger things to worry about right now, bigger fish to fry. So let me see if I can take off this chip and replace it, because that is definitely going to need replacing, regardless of if it works or not. So I'm going to blast it. 480 degrees Celsius, 99% airflow. You guys might be like, wait, what? Joe, you're going to blast it into the strativerse? Universe? Yes, we are. That's not pessimism, it's realism. Oh, okay. Would pessimism be more like, oh, it's not going to happen, blah, blah, blah? Oh, so I could say I'm a realist. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Can we reach 100 likes? Here we go. Let's see what state this is in, hey? And I've got my fume extractor right next to me. Come on. I'm going to save you. Don't worry. So 480 degrees Celsius, 99% airflow. Either side of the IC. Nice grab. Definitely smells funky, that's for sure. I hope the pads underneath are okay. Pads seem to be okay, chat. They seem to be okay. Now, whilst this is really hot, let me come in with my cotton swab. Look at that. Isn't it crazy how like Flux can really make things look horrendous? What? It already looks like a different board in my opinion. It already looks like a different board. And all we've done is take the chip off and give it a nice clean. How crazy is that? Look. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it a little bit more heat. And some more IPA. Because I want to get like next to the caps, you know? So there's our heat. Here's my bottle of IPA, which is going to sizzle. But I really want to get a good clean here. Again, if these components come off, good. That's what I want. Looks good, hey? That looks alright. I have this area of contention over here as well. I don't know what's happened here. I don't know whether to just reflow that or take that chip off. I definitely need to get rid of the flux. So let me heat it up and see what the situation is, because I don't know if this chip's been reflowed. This is our, I think, this is our 5 to 3.3 converter. I'm pretty sure that's what it is anyway. Look at this flux. Oh, what is that? Above that resistor here. What's going on here? It's like goobity goop goop. Heat is your friend with solder, by the way. You have to remember that. Heat is your friend. More so than IPA. Heat is your best friend. I don't necessarily know if that's been soldered correctly, mind. I'm not too sure. Let me double check. I think, even though, so my thought process here is that even though this chip might be okay, I kind of just want to I do want to put another one on. Because I want to get to the pads underneath. So I'm going to take this off as well. I'm going to take this one off. Because I want to get to the pads underneath and just make sure that they're not going to be oxidized. And go from there. So again, 480 degrees Celsius, 99% airflow. Not bad. Okay, the traces under there are fine. Cool, I'm happy with that. Traces under there are okay. I'll give it another clean in a sec. The resistors look a little bit corroded and tapped, but now because we've put the IPA on there, we've given it a good clean whilst the board is warm. I do hope that this is going to survive. Okay, doesn't look bad at all. Right, I'm going to put my new, look at this, my new tip. So I'm going to test this now. This is my AFN A902 tip. Look at this, brand new. I paid cheap from eBay. So I'm going to stick that in because the one that I had is completely FUBAR, as I will show you now. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the wrong handle. Ay, Madonna, Simina Menina. Ay, Madonna, Simina Menina. Ay, Madonna, Simina Menina. There's me handle. There you are. So I'm going to have to plug this one back in now, aren't I? Where is it? Where's my handle? There you are. 2 seconds. Okay. It's that way, doesn't it? Plug her in. Yep. And then I'm going to have to take the... So this is my T... what is it? T215? So I can go over there, put that back in the loft, and now I can use my T115. No, my T210, that's it. My T210, that was my T210. This one is my my good one. I say good one. The T210 is absolutely fine. Because I want to see how it performs here. I'm looking forward to using it. First time I use this tip properly, I guess. There it is. Look at it. And I've got a JBC one coming as well, which is going to be proper. But this is going to be the one that we're using for now. Bosch heating pistol. I'm not too sure, Uber, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want to advise because I don't necessarily work on stuff like that. Sorry, my friend. Yeah, I'll have a APU clamp for it. Yeah, of course, yeah. I've got so many. Okay. Let me just really quickly just put some solder on there. Might have to open my new bit of Kingbow, to be fair. So what am I operating at here? Let's see. 420, perfect. Where's my actual solder? C210. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. C or T. Tomato, tomato. You know what I mean? Right, where's my done air? I can use that chip for this. Let me just sort this chip out real quick. And I can just be done with this area. I don't know whether to... Guys, do we think replace... I'm kind of tempted to replace all those resistors. I'm kind of tempted to replace all of these. Now, to be honest, the solder actually looks okay. I think it was just on the actual components themselves. The solder looks alright, in my opinion. Yeah, solder's fine. Those tweezers are a bit bent. We can't do the 2-in-1, can we? Oh my gosh, look at this. There's no way. Wasn't quite the 2-in-1, but impressive that I didn't lose the cap nonetheless, I think. This board's still baking. Love it. Because this is now leaded as well, so it's going to be a lot less heat required for the solder to actually melt. That's the wrong one. Woohoo! Might have been same value, but not worth the risk. Now everyone's favourite part. You guessed it. The reflow. Should see a lot of this snap into place now. Ready? Never fails to amaze me, man. Now, you might not see it, you might. This component isn't entirely the way it's meant to be. So I'm going to push down. Come off the heat. Give it a little nudge. More flux. She fell out. Wow, this Iron Man. Wow. Exclamation mark. Tools. For this exact soldering iron. Wow. Quick clean up. Now, because there's a lot of heat in the board, I'm going to come in with my microfiber cloth. I'm just going to jiggle that around and clean all the flux off first. Can you see that? Because of the heat, it makes it super easy to clean. Look at that. And now it's probably going to sizzle. Oh, not as bad. So there's a bit more coolness to the board now. Now I come in with the final touches of the IPA and the toothbrush. And now I clean. What do we think, guys? Looks like I pushed down a little bit too hard with the iron there. Or it might just be because the ball was so hot and it was just really sensitive. But probably just get a little bit more solder there on the chip, just to make things hunky-dory, you know? Same with that side. You can see that the iron's maybe just like... It's definitely connecting that side. Maybe I just didn't put it on well enough or use enough solder is the terminology that I'll use. Because I think that's what the situation was. Now, I believe this chip is connected and will work. However, for the sake of things just being better, I am just going to play some flux. Come back in with my soldering iron. I'm actually going to lower it. I'm going to go 380. And I'm going to put a nice big blob of solder on the iron. See if I can transfer it easier. And instead of dragging, I'm just going to do this. I can't necessarily see, if I'm honest. But that should be a lot more precise. Should. I don't know. I might have 7,000 bridges under there. But this is... I don't really use a knife tip, so I'm trying to get used to things as well. This is all a little bit new to me. The technique obviously isn't, but the tip and stuff is. It's new tools. Insanity, welcome. How are you? Let's check now. How does this side look? I still can't see. Could just be a little bit better on the joints. I mean, if I look at the side which I done first, which I believe was over here, that looks better. That looks better. I can see solder blobs. I'm happy with that. This side, hanging by like the skin of its teeth. So I'm going to try and do that again. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, the new tip might be a bit sharp. That's a good point. I've elevated the board as well, so hopefully I can get a better angle on this side of the chip. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to use a J-tip here. So let me take out this tip. Let me grab my J-tip and see if I can do work with that instead. Be interesting to see if I can just get to the end of this with this J-tip and just... I mean, the ask here is a lot. The ask is a lot. That's it. Just need it to go. It's definitely not it. Oh. Let's put some flux there. That's it. There we go. Okay, that's the technique. Right, okay, fine. That's the technique. Okay. Does that cap just go round? I think we just rotate that cap, hey? Final clean. Better. Much better. Now this is a very, very small chip, by the way, but you can see the scratches around the side. Not going to affect anything. I've barely taken off the mask, however. Could have been a cleaner job if I just maybe tapped instead of dragged, but again, I'm kind of still learning with this tip. So let's now head on over to our HDMI IC, which is right there. And to be honest with you, I mean, this doesn't necessarily look like it needs... That cap needs replacing. But I'm just thinking it doesn't necessarily need solder. I just use the unloader that I've got, but maybe I do go with a little bit of added leaded just to make sure we're all okay. So I'll just dump a bunch of flux. Look how this tiny J-tip handles this, by the way. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Again, I'm kind of wanting that cap to come off naturally, but if it doesn't, I'll be removing it anyway. So, yeah, I agree. I think just one cap looks a little bit corroded, and you can see that there's a little bit of solder, or we're lacking solder there. Look, we're lacking a little bit of solder there, which might cause us issues later on if I'm trying to push the chip down. So let me just quickly sort that. Cool. Okay. Let's put our chip on. I think we've even got enough solder, I believe, down here as well. I think we'll be okay. Let's put another chip on. I think I might have a donor one already. To be honest with you, it'll be best to just take one off a board. I always like taking the I like taking them straight off a board. It's just a preference thing. Don't have one there. Don't have one there. I could be here forever. Maybe I took them off and put them in a bag. Don't have one there. I can't remember. Did I harvest some chips recently, chat? I think I did. I think I did harvest some chips recently. Oh, I got one here. I think this one will be okay. It's the Nuvoton one. Can I use the 030 Nuvoton one? I think that's okay, right? Instead of the Panasonic one, I'm pretty sure I can use the Nuvoton. Not Louis Vuitton, chat. Nuvoton. I'm not using Louis Vuitton chips. Or the glove. You think we're made of money? I got a Panasonic one here. I'll be fine. Here we go. Let's zoom out a tiny bit. Good afternoon, by the way, chat. How are we today? Was this liquid damaged? No. No, it wasn't liquid damaged. Gold, Darius, Uber, J Fuse, Koof. Thank you guys very much for the follows. I appreciate you. Welcome in to the chat. Welcome, 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 welcome. Enjoying today's stream so far, peeps? Are we okay? Here we go. Warming up the board first. Notice how I don't come in with the chip and place that down, then heat the board up. I'd much rather come in with the heat first. Wet the pads a little bit. This will be leaded solder as well. The unleaded is actually going to be the most difficult, which is on the ground pad in the center. Because I didn't put any leaded on that. So the pads on the outside are actually going to melt a lot quicker. Liquefy quicker than the unleaded on the inside. Can you see? They're all pretty much liquefied. Whereas the unleaded in the middle is not. I'm going to come in with the chip now. Just plop it down. In a rough position. Now it's not perfectly flat because I'm the way I've angled my tweezers, right? So I'm just going to come off that and go for the reflow instantly. And this chip should drop because of how I was holding it previously. There we go. See that? Now, actually, if I'm honest with you, it kind of looks to be in a okay position. It needs to go up ever so slightly. And maybe across. Just like that. But that looks all right. And now I'm going to come in with the tiniest drab of flux. Watch this. That's all this needs. It's way too much. Way too much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's because my flux syringe is hot. So I'm going to come in with... Because you don't need that much flux. I'll go for the reflow. Cool. And then, so that's pretty much done. I'm just going to yeet this cap real quick. See you later. GG. And then come in with its replacement. I'll make sure that the chip is all sat down properly and stuff in a second. It might not be. We'll see. Are we winning? I think we're winning so far, yeah. I think we're winning so far. What do you think, chat? One in the chat if we're winning so far. I think we're winning. Oh, wait. That cap's not even there. Where's... did I really use that cap for something else? That's rare. Is it on this board? Is it? What? That's two boards? Is that two boards? I'll use that cap for something else, or is that cap there? No, look, it's not there. Oh, maybe it's just not populated on those new ones. So, I mean, you could argue and say that it's not even really necessarily needed, but we put it there anyway. There it is. I thought I was going mad. I was trying to grab it, and it like nothing was grabbing. I was like, wait, what? Is it a skill issue? No, Joey, you just... there's nothing there. 0.75. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go 0.75. Joey needs to make a good weather dance because it's... oh my gosh, honestly. I nearly got blown away up Tesco's earlier, chat. I'm not joking. I got out of my car. Rhodes will be able to back me up on this. I got out of my car. I nearly fell off the hill. I don't know if Rhodes is here, but Damien might be. I think that's it. Is that it? Yes, sir. don't actually know if that's going to be on or not. I don't think it is, no. I'm not holding it well. So what we need to do in these situations is just reevaluate life. Okay, so we have an issue. Our issue is that this is not wanting to play ball. So what does that mean, Joey? Well, it means that we just have to put some leaded on it to help us. Because I think the pads have been slightly damaged. Now, there's quite a lot of heat here as well, so we should... Look at that. That's better. I still don't think it's wet one side, you know. There it goes. See it? See it pop? That's what I look for. Nice. Nice. Wait for it to cool a sec. Give this whole area a clean now. It's going to be very hot. But that's when it's best to strike. Strike whilst the iron is hot. Let's go. Now tell me, how much better does this look than what it did originally? So let me just check. Could be a little bit better. Let me just see if I have to do it. I think it's just because of how far gone it was. Do I have to do all sides? No, that side's fine. You see that? Hope that trace is okay at the top. That side's also okay. It just seems to be that bottom side right there. That side's okay. It's just IPA, by the way, at the bottom. It's not corrosion. Okay. I think the bottom needs a little bit of a touch. And round that corner. Check now. I like using that J-tip, you know. Well, I'll tell you if I like using it in a second. I think I need to leave it on longer. This is what I'll do. Come in with some hot air to help me. I want to make sure that I have good solder joints here. I want this to last. So I'll come with some hot air, just around the IC. Solder loves heat. Flux. Perfect. Cool. Clean. I'm going to give it a mail. I'm going to try better. I'm going to try better. I might be pushing my luck a little bit, but... Trying to get it right in the end, but it's a struggle, you know? It's me. I just think I'm trying to do a little bit too much, but I'm just not happy with how it's sitting. I'm just not happy with how it's sitting. But I feel like my tip isn't... There's going to be so much time before I start scraping the conformal coating and making it look really ugly. Do you know what I mean? Let me just check something. Let me just make sure that they're all getting a bond. You guys see which one I'm looking at, right? Can you guys see which one I'm looking at? Is that one almost in the middle to the right? That data line. I'm just worried that there's not enough solder there. Can you see? That's the only one. Let me go in for one more. Let me go in for one more. It should be alright. I mean, but I just... Yeah, it looks connected. It's just not a strong solder joint. Do you know what I mean? It looks connected, but it is not a great solder joint. So I just want to make sure that I do the best that I can in making sure that it is good. I'm not on anybody's time. Shane, by the way, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. I appreciate you. I'm not on anybody's time, so it's not a massive rush here. I just want to make sure, though. Just there. I'm going to up the iron. 420. Pog. Whoa. Not much more I can do than that, to be fair. So I'll leave it and see how I look. I can't see it. Yeah, it could be, yeah, pulling the chip off and adding more solder. But if the pad's oxidized, yeah, look at it. Maybe it is okay. I'm going to measure it, you know. Let me measure it. If I measure it and I get a read, I'll be happy. But until then, I won't be. Let me just measure that pin. I think it's fine. I'm measuring on the chip here, by the way, at the top. If I can get my probe in. That's the top. And then that's the pad. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Unless that's the input and not the output. GG. Right. Okay, so let's just recap really quickly whilst I'm here. HDMI retimer has been replaced successfully. I don't know. We'll find out very soon. And then I've also replaced the 5 to 3.3 volt as well, which is fine now, supposedly. I have, what is that? Like solder here? Flux? Old solder, old flux. Don't want you fooling around and potentially shorting somewhere out later on down the line, so we'll get rid of you. They did mess around with this fuse, I believe. So let me just make sure and double check that we've got a continuous path through this fuse. Good morning from the college. Hey, welcome, Macros. How are you? Let's check this fuse. Do we have a continuous path? We do. That fuse is okay. Okay. Oh yeah, compared to what it was, yeah, it looks lovely. Looks very clean. Now the port. Okay, so this needs a new port. This definitely needs a new port because whatever's going on under there is not ideal. Been a while since I've done a HDMI port on a PS5. Probably when I recorded for my school group, actually. So let's replace that real quick. Let's see if we still got it. Supposedly we don't lose it, but you never know. I lost it a long time ago. Okay. (480°C, 99% airflow. You guys know how I do my HDMI ports. I've done hundreds of them. Am I a teacher? No, Losso, I'm not. I need this fume extractor needs to be closer. Or I need to move the board over because this is disgusting. Disgusting. There we go. Just knock my router off. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this I think what they've done is they've stuck a soldering iron down here to try and repair the HDMI port. I don't know if this is a factory port or not, to be honest. Andy, welcome, buddy. How are you? So I'm just heating this now. A little tap. (408°C, 99% airflow. I'm actually going to move it out a little bit because it's quite close to my desk. And I think the majority of the smell that I can smell is actually wood. Which is not good. You taught me. Oh, thank you, Bruce. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a qualified teacher. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. I hope business is going well, mate. How is business? How much does your heat blower cost? The one that I've got is a Aten ST862D. If you do !tools in the chat, you'll find all my affiliated links. 1,200 subscribers as well, guys, on Twitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Wow, by the way, this port does not want to come off. It's rare I've seen this, by the way. These ports, even with factory solder, these ports fly off. So the solder that's been added here, wow. Mixed with the, I'm going to go ahead and assume plumber's flux. Hello. Trip333 coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. I don't want to rip any of the traces. But this is insane. I'm even concerned if I turn it around and let it fall out, it's just going to pull the traces. So I have to be super, super careful here. Super, super, super careful. So what I'm going to do. I think it was that back one there that was holding it. I don't trust it. Wow. Whoa. That took so much. Look at the state of that. I've not had a port like that in a very long time, you know. Any of these bad boy comes off now? I hope they do. I'm getting rid of all that solder, by the way. Look at what it's done to those pads. I'm coming straight in with the solder sucker. That took me so long to get off. I think that's the longest port it's taken me to get off on a PS5. I think that's the longest it's taken me. And I've done a lot. Like I said, in the hundreds. No, so the thing is there, Naru, what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to turn this around and heat it and let it fall. Do you know why? Because of the type of solder and flux that's being used on this board, I don't want this to dangle, because if it dangles, it tears pads. So whilst that is absolutely fine to do, even when you're working with boards that have had leaded solder on, if you're working on boards that have been, even if they're brand new and it's unleaded, you can do that method, because all the solder will heat up evenly and it'll be absolutely fine. But when it comes to this flux and this type of solder that's being used here, it's a very, very dangerous game to do that. It's a very dangerous game. This side was the issue. Now we're going to come in with flux. Oh no, it's not long enough. Hello! Yo! Thank you very much. Cameron coming in. Much love, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Might be okay, actually, to just leave that on there, hey? I shouldn't be using this for this job. Thank you very much for the Prime for 2 months. I appreciate you. I'm going to bring in Big Bertha. I've gone from, like, underkill to complete an utter butter overkill right now. I don't think I ever need to use this station, to be honest. Ever. Look at it. I think I'm just going to have my T10 and T210 and T... Yeah, I mean, I can't use that tip. I can't use it. It's way too big. That tip is way too big. I think I'm going to have to unplug that. I think I'm going to have to use the soldering iron. I'm just not used to using it. So, like, this looks horrendous right now. It doesn't even look that bad, but what would have been very quick for me to do is now going to be a little bit of a pain, because I need to unplug the iron itself and replug in the other one. But I don't think I need to actually use that big tip ever, to be honest. I think I just get away with the 115 and the 210. Whoppo! Yo, Spiffia Fish coming in as well with a Prime subscription. Thank you very much, my friend. Massively appreciate that. Thank you so much. Support is much appreciated on these live streams. It's literally what I say is like my bonus. It's like my bonus. So thank you very, very much. It's incredibly kind. And I massively appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you for all the gifted subs, guys, the bits, all of that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. Okay, turn that back on. No problem. I appreciate you. What's no problem for you is a big deal to me, so thank you, my friend. I've swapped handle. Let's see if this is a little bit more of a better suit. Oh,
yeah.
that scared the life out of me. That scared the life out of me. Lord, glove above. That's going to drop. So it should be okay once we get the port in. Wow, Shane coming in with 5 gifted legendary status memberships over on YouTube. Shane, thank you very much. Wow, that's incredibly kind of you. Lord, the glove above. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's very kind. Thank you, sir. The 5 gifted subs going to RVNR, Fabian, VGX, Reshi, and Patrick. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredibly kind. All right, this is pretty much prep, ready to go. I don't know what the other side looks like. I'm trying to get used to these irons, so... It's a change for the greater good. This is the previous flux that was left on by the other person. But I don't know how much of this is actually going to stick to the port itself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the actual... I like to make sure that the solder goes through the ground holes. So we'll see very soon if that is the case or not. Yo, Maftus! Wow. Guys, the support. What's going on? Thank you very much. Massively appreciate that, mate. Thank you, Maftus. Maftusly appreciate it. Thank you, mate. That was a really bad joke. I'm just going to tin the port as well. So you see this? I'm just going to tin it. That was a really bad joke. I'll never say that joke again, mate. I promise. Unless you want me to. I got 5 minutes before the school run. Ooh. Time is of the essence. Should be back in 45 minutes. Or I don't know if I'll be live then. I'm not sure. Hopefully. How's that tinned without the scope? Have we done a good job or not? That's freehand. Yeah, we've done a good job. Nice. Okay, let's drop it on. See what happens. Don't need much more flux than that. Time to put our port in. Let's go. Yo, Marco, thank you very much for the YouTube Legendary Status membership as well. YouTube getting a lot of love right now. Thank you very much for the YouTube support. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you all. Thank you. Here we go. Heating up. I might add a little bit of solder to each of those holes in a second, actually. I'll show you what I mean by that. Just make sure I've got enough there. Watch how quickly this solder melts compared to when I had to take it off. There it goes. Symbol, welcome. How are you? Now I'm just going to add a tiny bit here and there. Please don't drop in my trousers. See, I just get sucked up. Okay, let's add the port. I drop the port. I remove the hot air straight away. That's what we do. And then we come back in. We try again. ASMR stream. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Put on. Shimmy it about. Make sure it drops properly first. Right, she's in. Line her up. That's about right. Now I'm just going to hold the hot air. Just to make sure. There it goes. Just to make sure that that solder comes up the legs properly. Come off the heat. Gentle push down. Very gentle. Very gentle. Wait for it to solidify. Bump. Bump. And then there go all the pins. And then we remove this situation to the nation. And we give her a clean and cross our fingers. Now, whilst the board is hot, we give the board a clean. Rule number 1. Solder loves. Solder and flux. Sorry, flux loves hot air. So does solder. But flux more so. Loves heat. So whilst that is that, let's give that a nice clean. Just make sure. A little bit down there. And let me check the back. Yes, they are good. They are good, 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 good. I will just make them a little bit better because I'm really fussy. What do I mean by better? They could be soldered a little bit better. Have a little bit of a better shape to them. So because the board's still hot, we should be able to relatively easily solder these through properly and give them a nice dome sort of shape. Let's see. Cool. And finally, a nice clean. All right. On the back, looking good. Let me check the actual port. Perfect on the right. The left could do with a little bit of solder more going up the port itself, but I can see the solder on the front leg, just not the back leg as much, but I can see solder in the ground hole, so it's not the end of the world, but that looks really nice to me. Thoughts, chat? It's clean, hey. Whew. I do love a good soldering job. I do love a good soldering job. I do like me a good HDMI port. Thoughts, chat? I think that looks a lot better than what it did. And I still have the cap. Which, considering the state of that, was a bit of a miracle. It's clean. Very clean. Now, the moment everybody's been waiting for. I don't know what that theme music is, but we are going to test and see if this powers on, and if it does it display an image? Have we fixed the console? There was a little bit of flux around the South Bridge, but I mean, if I don't need to make a change to it, I won't do so. If it works, it works. Let's see. What do you guys think? Now, I'm going to have to put these boards back. Also, I'm going to have to put the music back on. Can't believe I've been through all those tracks already. Lord, a glove, a blove on a dove. Blove? Jeez. Jeez Louise. Should have. I need to wee. Is where I currently stand in life. So I'm going to quickly put some music on and then go pee and see if this works. Welcome to the stream. Your boy JDT, Electronics Repair, or tries to at least. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Thank you for tuning in. And let's see if this bad boy works. Place your bets in the chat, yes or no. I want to see 1,000 yeses, 1,000 no's. Can you do that? Can we do 1,000 yeses, 1,000 no's? What do you guys think? I need a wee. BRB. Okay, here we go. Time has come. The time has come. Thank you for the gifted subs, by the way. Peeps, thank you. Shane, my guy. Mac. Mafta's coming in with a prime. Thank you, guys. The gold stuff is the reason I say no. It's not conductive, though, it seems. From what I can tell. Here we go. So I'm going to do some simple tests first, just to make sure that we don't have a short. And that is going to be simply... Oh, I should check the... I mean, the power supply is not plugged in correctly, so I can check that in a second, actually. The liquid metal here needs tidying up real quick. I might even replace this. Yeah, I'm going to replace this liquid metal because it just seems to be really gunky. Really gunky. It's not a first revision because it doesn't have the horrible stuff. Yo! Who was it? No massage? Simon coming in. Simon, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the prime subscription, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This needs a good scrubby. A good scrub in the bathtub. Another one. Another one. Rawata coming in with a prime for 4 months. Thank you so much, Rawata. I appreciate you. Very kind. Thank you for the support. As always, means a lot. Thank you. You can link your Amazon Prime to a Twitch account, and that is what gives you a Prime. Just in case anyone's wondering, what's a Prime, Joey? Why do you keep thanking all these Primes? What's a Prime? I'm not talking about the drink. I'm talking about Amazon Prime. So thank you very much for your continued ongoing support, guys. Thank you. All right, that's had a good scrub. Liquid metal should go on a lot easier now, we hope. You can technically just keep going and going and going and going. And it's a very therapeutic process, in my opinion, but hey ho. This might not work, by the way. And not that I'm wasting liquid metal, but I would have to respread. It's not imperative, but it's good practice. I'd always recommend respreading. Here we go. All right. Clamp. I don't know if I have enough clamps. Joey, you're trolling. Yep. I don't have enough screws. Joey, you're trolling again. Yep. Now I need to make sure these are the right screws, FYI. Too long can be detrimental. Too short can also be detrimental. If they're too short, you're not going to make contact with the die. If you do too long, you're going to squish it everywhere. Literally about to test, Tristan. GG, I'm chucking screws everywhere. Not those ones. Is that one of them? No, it's the short ones on these models, isn't it? Yeah. Yep, those two. Wicked, wicked. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I've got any cables, chat. I don't know if I've got any cables. Where did that go? Well, I have to have a cable for this sake, right? So visually you guys can see exactly what's going on. Like, I feel like that's like a must. I feel like it's a must for you. I mean, it just makes sense. Because I'll hear a beep and stuff and it might not come across on camera or whatnot. I'm going to get that as well. I'm going to take one of these. Because maybe this one will be okay. Just looks a little bit crooked and bent. I'll just use a new one because why not? There's no point in risking it, you know. What else do I need? I need a power cable for the disk drive, right? I need a power cable for the disk drive. Do I have one? Readily available down here. Yes, I do. And I've got plenty of those ribbons as well, which is good. The only other thing that I need is the cable. Which again, I'm not too sure I've got any of those ones. I'm not too sure if I've got any. Chat, I need to go upstairs in the loft and see if I've got any of those LED cables because I can't use that one. Joey, do you advertise the extent of the repairs? What do you mean, Benny George? What do you mean? If you're talking about me selling the devices, of course. But I don't. If I can get this one working, I'm going to give it away. If we manage to reach 1,300 subs. But I can't confirm that yet because I don't know if it works. I don't want people to subscribe and then it's GG. Do you know what I mean? Because that's almost like a scam. And I don't want to be doing that. So yeah, I'll see if we manage to reach 1,300 subs. That is, somebody might get a PS5 in the UK. But if it doesn't work, again, I have to just wait. Right, I need to go upstairs real quick, chat. Right, okay, so I need a short LED. Oh, is that a short one? That's sub sound. Hello, thank you very much for the sub sound. I appreciate it. Thank you, whoever that is who did subscribe. I don't know who it was though, because I can't see. But thank you nonetheless. Now I think that is a. I shall thank you proper when I go downstairs. I don't think I can use this one because I think that's one of the longer ones. I don't have one there. I don't have one there. Oh no. I need to order a stack of these LED cables because it's probably one of the things that breaks the most when it comes to the repairs, you know? From people anyway. Oh, is that one right there? Ooh, I might have one, chat. I might have one. Come here. Hello, another one. With the glove. Hello. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for support. Yeah, I've got one. Just unplug it. I shall confirm and double check with everyone in a second who is doing what. But thank you. 2 subs whilst Charlie's in charge. So Charlie might be the new boss here. Charlie might be the new boss, hey? What do we think, chat? Should we let Charlie do a stream? Should we let Charlie do a stream? I think so. I think so. Hey! Silly dada. Silly daddy. Who's daddy talking to? You okay, my girl? Pardon? That's my girl. You play away, chick. Okay. Who we got? Roberto, we had Cool Moose with a tier 1. Wow, thank you, Cool Moose. And Mahap as well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, I have to... That one's okay. Right, let me just plumb this bad boy in. Let me plumb this bad boy in. Which can be a nightmare. Do we have a winner? Not too sure yet, just testing. Hopefully. Can be a nightmare, but that was actually pretty good. Make sure we route it correctly. There it goes. All right. Oh, another LED strip on the other side's falling out. GG. It's all happening. Get back in there. The diffuser, sorry. I'll sort that out in a minute. It's because there's not a screw on the other side because the screws were taken out by the previous person. Let's just leave that there for the time being. There we go. All right. I think we are officially time to test. We are our official time to test. Are we ready, chat? Jovial, welcome. How are you? Chris, welcome. This is our time to test. So what we're looking for essentially is it to turn on and for it to show LED blue and then LED into a white, and make sure that we obviously have a display. So I'll plug the display in first, and then we'll go power, etc. Now I think this HDMI port is going to be, yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, here we go. Please, nothing blow up. Okay, that's good. Nothing blew up. Now, from what we did see, the south bridge had some flux around it, but the actual balls underneath the south bridge didn't look touched. So I don't know if they attempted a reflow or whatnot, but we've sorted the HDMI and some other bits. Before I push this power button, I'm going to check for voltage. So, do we get what we need where? That's the big question, isn't it? Right, checking R5. Wait there. Shane, thank you very much for the $10 super chat.
Can you
Hello.
please do another lab setup video? A video on the setup you have in your home office? Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Shane, for the $10. There is one on the channel. I do have a setup that I've done, and nothing's really changed. I mean, I've got a new soldering iron. The multimeter is the multimeter is not even probably different. But if you go onto my channel and you search, guys, I don't know what the video is called. If you type in setup or room, I think it's called room tour. If you have a look at that, then that'll be probably the best video for you to watch. Thank you very much for the $10. Glad I finally caught a stream. Unitronics re-inspired me to repair consoles again after stopping years ago. I'm glad that's the case. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Here we go. 5 volts. On the standby. Yep, 3.3. Yes, okay, so we've got a 5, we've got a 3.3. Does it? Power on. 3, 2, 1. Does it beep off? Please stay on. Please. Please. Please go to a white light. Okay, it's gone to a white light, but this has had its brains taken out and repurposed. So this is going to go back to a white light. Sorry, a blue light. If it doesn't, I'll be extremely shocked. But we should hear a beep, beep, beep. Can we hear a beep, beep, beep? Because it's going to be doing some console repair storage or something like that. It has to. Unless she's in safe mode. I won't touch it for 2 seconds. Okay, let me just push the power button. I don't have a beep to respond of what's going on. Let me turn it off. Okay, 1 beep. Do I get another beep? No. Okay, that would insinuate to me it's in safe mode. That would insinuate to me that it's in safe mode. Wait there. Where's my phone? Because I can hook up this shot. Phone? Phony baloney. There you are. Good news, though, is it goes to a white light. Let's go camo. Is this good? Yeah, it should be okay. Right. Close that. iPhone. Nice. Can you guys see? You guys can see? Right. Let's go for the turn on, which it has. Lovely jubbly. Does it go to a white light? I wonder if now it'll do the job. Let's see. So not boot straight into a white light this time. It's thinking about it. There's the white light. 3 beeps. No 3 beeps. Okay. Momentous of truth. Here we go. Input HDMI 1, I believe. Boop. What? Okay, good. Ah! Let's go. Just in case it shows any names. It doesn't. Let's go. What? I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked. It's working. It's all good. Let's go. I'm very, very shocked. Sweet. Right, let me just, I'm going to have to turn it off first. Let me turn it off first, and then I'm going to have to do some tests, aren't I? Just to make sure disk drive is all good and all those things. This is also, this is 1440p, so it's not precisely 4K, but I can do all of that testing as well. Wow. That's a happy diddly days, eh? That's a happy diddly days. I'm just waiting for the stuff to go back on. All right. Let's take that out. Take that out. Okay, so there's a couple of things to do before I go ahead and just reassemble this. I need to put the screws in the back to make sure that the power supply is not rattling about and is going to be loose. That's one thing I need to do. The antenna cables down here are probably, again, going to have to be replaced because look at that. That is just not strong in any way, shape or form. So I think I'll have to go up in the loft for that. Or I might be able to steal one from a power supply I have down here if I have one down here. So let me take this apart. But I can definitely call that a success. What do we think, chat? Is that a dub? Is that a dub? I think so. I mean, it wasn't looking too hopeful. And I'll stick by my word. If I test this and make sure that it's okay, because I don't want to say it even now, because, for example, if the disk drive doesn't work or something, I am more than happy to give away this PS5 if we hit the 1,300 subscriber mark. And even if that's not today, and it's sometime in the future, I'll put this PS5 to the side, and I'll just say that whenever we do hit 1,300 subs, then I'll give it away. And we'll do that. And I'll do the giveaway on Discord to people in the UK only. I need to put a little bit more liquid metal on here because I'm missing a tiny bit down the bottom. That's fine. I can add some more liquid metal. But that is a great, great, great success. I'm super shocked that we got it working. Let me put it that way because the prongs. Yeah, I believe that's a big dub. Big dub-a-dub-dub, scrub-a-dub-dub in a bathtub. Right. Now, this, if I'm right in thinking, doesn't actually have... Does it have any screws? Oh, that is also meant to go underneath. So actually, I'm going to remove this first. Like that. And now I should be able to pull this out. Unless they've kept the screw in. No, that's all good. Okie dokie. Is this the Electric Strike one? It is, yeah. It is. Right. TSU first. Now, because this has no screws in, I can just quickly take that out. It's pretty clean as well, guys, by the way. So let me take these antenna wires out. Now, what I do here is simply just you unclip, and then you can just add another antenna. You do that. Do I have one down here is the question. If I do, happy days. If not, then it's a standard Joey thought process, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Do we have a PSU? Nope, doesn't look like it. Because all I need really is a PSU. Because if I have the PSU, it's more than likely going to have the antennage. Antennage? Can I use that? I can. Of course I can. Antennage. I like that. Doesn't look like we have a power supply down here, though, which means another trip into the loft. But that's okay, because do you know why? I didn't go to the gym today. So, you know. All of those things. do a backflip. Will you ever do a worldwide giveaway? Worldwide giveaway, exclamation mark. I do worldwide giveaways. It's just when it comes to bigger items, it's very, very... It becomes a hassle. It becomes a hassle doing worldwide giveaways. So, to my UK peeps, if I can, again, as long as this is working, I will caveat, as long as this is all working and okay, it shall be a giveaway. Don't have any other leads or anything like that, but I'm sure somebody won't mind picking up like a second-hand controller and a HDMI lead and a power lead to get a working PlayStation 5. Hey, pooah. All right. What did I say I need, chat? Power supply antenna, wasn't it? Power supply antenna, power supply, power supply, power supply, power supply, power supply, power supply. Supply me with power. Oh. Is that? Nope. This one. Oh no, that heat shrink is a standard, by the way. I don't think I've ever noticed it before. No matter how many I've done of these, interesting. Come with me. You will go through there, because there's no need for you not to. There we go, thank you. Thank you! Whoa! Whoa! Ow. Whoa. I can't remember if I need anything else for that PlayStation 5. Do you know what? I probably will. So I'll leave the ladder down. Well, I'll leave it up but down. Like this. Okay, right, let's check. Lord, glove above. On a duff. No pirate ship. What does that mean? There we go. A much better looking antennae. Wait, does it go through there? Oh, it does, doesn't it? Oh. Of course you can. Whoa, scared the life out of me, Lord above. Yo, Wirch, thank you very much. I appreciate you. 4. Give me 2 secondos, my friend. I appreciate you for the prime, my guy. Thank you. Out of thousands of creators to support, you've chosen me, so thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, sir. Right. Let me just double check this bad boy diffuser thing. Right, I need you to sit properly, okay? Can you do that? Sit in there. There we go. That's it. And then that through there. Make sure that all lines up nicely. There it is. All good? All good. Okay. They can go there like that. Sit in there. Heatsink. Okay, now I need to screw in the screws at the back with me T8. I need a couple of PSU screws. I need to get my screws down from where I've just put them back. Okay, it's GG. What's that? It's on the back of the case. I want to make sure it's in properly because I have just pulled it out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's the one with the corrosive flux. Yep. Jeez. There's so much going on today. Need to turn that music down. I can't hear myself think. In my headset, that is. Why no Metcal or Hako? Because I've put them in the loft now because I'm using my 2-in-1 station, my Aphen A902. There we go. Alright, so that's now all stuck. Yeah, I mean, it can run, but you have to just be careful with it. If it takes a knot, yes, it can. But usually it's well behaved. See that, Neo? Okay, right, that's that. You can put the board back now. Like I said, I'm just going to add the tiniest bit of LM, aka Liquido Metal, to the board because we could do with a little bit more. That's enough. And I'll repurpose that real quick. Cool. It will never be the perfect amount. There's only one man who is able to humanly possible give it the perfect amount. Ever. You just bought the Atten? Nice! What, from the tools? From my tools? You're lying. If so, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Right. Now the fun bit, chat, as we know. To be fair, I'm kind of running out of these. I sold a faulty PS5 recently. And I actually forgot to put in all of these screws. I don't know what I was doing. I clearly just wasn't thinking. And the seller, the buyer messaged me and was like, "Hey Joey, you've sold this PS5, but it's not got any screws." I was like, "What? You're joking?" So obviously, clearly very embarrassed. I sent them a whole screw set for the PS5, like a full one. I should technically be streaming tomorrow, yeah. I guess we'll see. I think tomorrow's stream might be a little bit more of a... I have some tidying up to do and sorting of JDT bits. So I was thinking about maybe doing a just even a tidying stream tomorrow, just going through, posting some stuff and like doing all those things, wrapping, and just showing people the more inside situation to like if you were to try and sell on eBay and all those things. So I'm thinking about doing like a admin stream, I guess. Jonathan Martin, welcome, buddy. How are you? Oh, I've got itchy neck. I think I'm getting hot. Why am I getting so hot? Take my hoodie off in a minute. Yeah, like a logistics, yeah. Something like that. Couldn't be better. Let's go, John. IKEA edition. This PS5, seen it, hey? Would love an organising stream. Are we talking like maybe I get some of this sort of lo-fi, chilled out, chillax music on, and we just do a bit of a chill stream, organising everything tomorrow. So you guys can have me on in the background at work or whatever. Just be a little bit more chilled out, relaxed. Red Sun, welcome. How are you? Yeah, lots of screws. I really hope the disk drive works. I really hope the disk drive works. Not that one, this one. Bought for 80 as well, chat. This would have been a nice profit, hey? But for the sake of the content, I hope we can maybe even just help somebody in need, you know? Probably put it there. Oh, okay, fine. I'm so sorry to hear, Retro. I hope it goes as well as what it possibly can tomorrow, you know? Yeah, I hope it goes as well as it can tomorrow, my friend. May it be a peaceful one, mate. Bless me. Some nice rock tunes. Let's go. Absolutely. We've got some Queen on there. Hammer to fall. Here we stand, here we fall. Mystery don't care at all. Pretty sure the wiring is meant to actually go through here, but it doesn't necessarily matter. We are okay. All right. Disk drive. Feeling alive. High five. New cables as well. And boom. And then we got why is that popping up like that? Oh, is it because of the... Okay, let me think about this. Where does that go? Wait there. Chat. There we go. We good? Yeah, we're good. Nice. This is the Lightning PS5, yes. Quote unquote.
For a beer and thanks for providing entertainment
Ah,
and knowledge.
you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Thank you very much for the £10 free super chat, my guy. I appreciate you. Legendary. Lazarus, thank you. Very, very kind. Thank you, sir. All right. Get in there, chat. Couple of screws. Did it come with a shield? For the fan? Because I've got tons of them, but they're all upstairs in the loft. Why wouldn't they be? Goodness gracious. I don't have one up there. Mail bracket to the left, there's other PS5s. Newer Origins. I don't need them in there yet because I need to take stuff out. Where is... I'm just trying to think. I've got plenty of these. I just need the bracket. Right, come on, Joe. Sort it out. Sort it out. Up we go. Again. Trip number 4. How many trips today, chat? What do you reckon? Oh, so I could do with like a nice little office space. Nice little office space. Everything on one level. Maybe a door in the way. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. I am Madonna. Okay, hopefully I don't hurt myself. As I was saying. Right, I see the fans. There's no way there's none of the strap. What? Nah. Nope. I refuse to believe I've got no shrouds. I refuse. Simply. Straight up. You can't tell me different. Do you know why? Because I had so many. I'm talking like in the tens and tens and tens of these shroud things. So if I don't have any and I chuck them all away, I will. Be careful your words, Joey. I will. Yeah? You okay? So did you just say you're having a bath with your stickle bricks? What on earth? That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm jealous. No, you're not jealous. Enjoy. Good. Where on earth are these shroud fans, man? What is going on? Oh, they've got to be back here. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. I thought I found them, but it's not. Oh, I found them. Right, I'm actually going to take a couple because I've needed a couple. Oh my gosh, I've got so many fans. Lord, they're a glove. I've actually got so many fans. Hello, Chicken Nug Nug. You okay, my sweet Pete? I'm coming down. Hello. You okay? Good. You've been a good girl for Mama. You promise me? Good. Thank you. Right, here we go. Right, wish me luck.
Wish me luck.
Thank you.
Bop, bop, bop.
Bop, bop, bop. You can't come in, my girl. Can't come in, can't come in, can't come in. Thank you. Is that a good luck, Pat? Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you. Okay, let's see what happens. That one goes there. Goes there. Jubbly. Okay. Screwdriver. Stickle bricks. Never heard. Oh, stickle bricks are like oh, chat. How would you describe them? How would you describe them? They're like building bricks, but they're prickly. They're plastic prickly bricks. Like Lego. Yeah. Like Lego, but sticky, like prickly bits. Good way of describing it. I want to go. That sounds fun. Stickle bricks in the bath. Building stuff in the bath. That sounds wicked. Unfortunately, chat, I can't actually have baths. Yep. I'm too big. Our bathroom's pretty not small, but it's small enough to the point where we weren't able to get a big bath. And you know, I'm a man. For those who didn't know, so it's tough for me to fit in the bath. I love a bath, by the way. I absolutely love a bath, but it's just a little bit unfortunate that I can't fit in it. So, it's GG really. So if we do eventually move, trust me when I say we're going to get one of them big baths, you know what I mean? A bath small in the UK? No, I wouldn't say necessarily. I wouldn't say baths are small. It just sometimes the rooms can be a bit small, you know. Depends. Your living conditions and whatnot. Depends on your living conditions and all those good things. But because I'm 6 foot, you see, when you're 6 foot, it's just one of those things. Right, chat? Six-foot things. All right. Oh, one more. Big man things, exactly that. BMTs, boho. Okay, last but not least, I hope anyway, is this going to be the end of the saga? Where art thou, shroud? So this is our new shroud, it's our new cables, new screws. Well, I say new, this is all obviously taken from donor stuff, but done a lot to it to revive this from the dead. I'm going to be sad to let this one go, if I'm honest. I'm going to be sad to let this one go. You know what I mean? Oh, don't tell me it's not got... It's not even got the spikes! I got one spike here. But I definitely don't have two. So do you know what that means, chat? You tell me what you think it means. Go on. What do you think it means? Go on. Loft time, yeah. But not before I test. Not before. Oh no, it has got one on the back. Oh, nice. No loft time for me. All right. Lord. Right, so that is fully all good. Let me just see if the disk drive works. Please pray for me, chat. Well, pray for a random UK viewer, because if this works and we get 1,300 subs, then we can give this away. Yeah? Yeah? You call me chick? Or not? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That feels good, man. Wait a minute. This drive's wearing. Do we have a disc? Do we have a disc with our purchase? Place your bets. Place your bets. What have we got? Is it a DVD? Is it a doved? Or is it a game? Fan spinning. Good to see. Now, I know what Phil would be thinking. I know what Phil would be thinking. Phil would be saying straight FIFA. Straight up FIFA is what destroyed this console. I know he would. 3. Oh, GTA 6. Plot twist, imagine. 3, 2, 1. Oh, anyone say COD? Call of Duty says Miss Hornet. Yeah, Miss Hornet. You guys COD. Well done, well done, well done. You were correct, Mundo. Thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Yeah, PS5 COD, Modern Warfare 2, MW2. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see if this works, shall we? Strafe, old gentleman could play COD as well. All right. I know what you're all thinking, chat, but old gentleman can play COD as well. I think we could all agree that that is absolutely perfectly acceptable. I know I will be playing video games when I'm older. So, joke's on you. But it's a valid point. Where is the Ethernet? Oh, it's the white one, isn't it? It's the white cable. This one. I need to pull my router off the desk. Where are you? Whoa. Hello.
65-year-old Joey exclusively playing old school RuneScape, then called RuneScape for fossils.
True. I'm 69. I'm 59. Still gaming. Yeah, absolutely. I will be. 100%. Gaming gets me out of a lot of tough times, guys. It always has done. Which is bright. Good news is it's working. Yeah, I can see Call of Duty, FIFA 23, Vanguard, FIFA 22. Let me just make sure the actual disc is working. LAN cable's connected. It's probably going to go through an update depending on how dead it is. There we go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm just loading it up. Oh, wait. Insert the disc. So, wait. What disc is in now? Nothing. Keep it to yourselves, chat. Keep your horrible words to yourself. System software ready to install. Let's go. HDR looks so bad. Chat, why does HDR look so, like, grey? Why does HDR look so grey? Huh? Why is that a thing? Horrible. Grid's a great game, by the way. I don't know if anyone's played Grid. Grid is a fantastic game. Monitor's HDR, yeah. I've got update now before I play the game. I've got to sign in as host to play the game and update. Honestly, chat. I think we're good to call this. Good. Oh wait, I think it's doing some update. I hope it's doing some update stuff because it keeps pausing on me. It's just paused. It's paused on me. Fan spinning looks okay. It's just crashed. I'll give it a couple seconds, wait there. Still on? It's just crashed in the settings menu for me. I kind of feel like it's... It's not the controller because the light reflections have paused on the screen. I'm just wondering if, because it's had a lot going on and everything's plugged in, it's just slowed a bit. But I mean, this is a crash now. Won't even turn off. Not even turning off, by the way. I haven't let go of the power button. That's at least 20 seconds. Let me hold down power again. I'm going to have to pull the plug. What? Why? I just went into settings. Oh, man. Not like this, man. Not like this. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. It's not booing. Unresponsive to power button. I would try that if I could get it to turn on. I just tried to boot into safe mode. There's no way it's crashed, right? Because that's not doing anything. Is it crashed on safe mode? I've never seen that shade of blue. I know it sounds silly, but I've never seen that shade of blue. It's not working. That's a big crash because it's just the LEDs aren't even doing anything. It's proper freezing. Proper freezing. And not responding to the power button. Really? Could this be why they've done this out? I mean, so many things are going through my head right now, guys, I'll be honest. So many things going through my head right now. Like, was this the original fault? That's where that's where the biggest thing comes to me. Was this the original fault? You know what I mean? Okay, white light. Should be safe mode, really. Should be safe mode, unless it's doing some random boot sequence or something. T1 GDO, thank you very much for the Prime for 7 months in a row.
Grind smiley face.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. 7 months. Thank you. It's very kind. It's not booting, guys. White light, no boot. I reckon it's froze again. Did you not hear what I wanted to do with this console? It's annoyed me, man. It's a stickle brick now. You can still give it away. You did say you miss it if you sold it. Yeah, these are all true facts. All of them. Let me try and boot into safe mode. Okay. Safe mode. Safe mode. It crashed. It crashes like part boot now. It's not a heating issue. And like I said, what's really weird is that this button becomes unresponsive now. So the crash is that hard that it just completely dispatches the system. I can't reset it. I can't reset it because I can't get it to boot. I can't get it in safe mode. I can't reset it. How can I reset it? It booted. It was acting fine. I was navigating through the menu. I then got into settings, and as soon as I went into settings, it started lagging, and it just froze. So is it because something... maybe, perhaps, if I let it cool down and try it again, is it then going to work? But that means something is potentially overheating, causing the system to freeze. You can't do yaw on these, no. Because in the system's head, it's a good boot, because it's turning on. It went to a white light. I mean, there's two culprits, as we know. There's two culprits as we know. What are they? You tell me. What are the two culprits? You are going to work with this now. One rhymes with GG. And so is the other one, to be fair. I mean, you guys sent APU. I don't think it is APU. I could be wrong. It might be APU. I think more so it is Southbridge or SSD controller. I think leaning more so towards Southbridge. I'm leaning more so towards Southbridge with this, in my opinion, because of how it's behaving. Southbridge had work on it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. That's the game that this PS5 wants to play. I don't believe it. That's the game this PS5 wants to play. After everything we've been through, you want to do that to me? What a waste of time. I'm going to try. I will try and replace the Southbridge. I feel like that is, if there's going to be an issue with this and it's going to be some sort of crashing software business, then my main bet is, excuse me, Southbridge. What do you guys think? Would you say Southbridge as well? What's your opinions? I think Southbridge. Not that I'm the repair expert at all in any way, shape, or form, but I would. I think. Do you know what it is? It's like I'm willing to check Southbridge, and that's it. That's where my head's at. I'm willing to check Southbridge, and that's it. If it's not Southbridge, then it could be absolutely anything on this board. Yeah. It's very annoying. That's not a horrendous shout, random bloke. Yeah. That's not a horrendous shout. I'll tell you what. That's actually not a bad shout at all. It could be power supply. I completely forgot about that. It could be power supply. Power supply could be a good shout. And the easiest out of all three is going to be the power supply for the time being, isn't it? Okay, well, I will check said power supply for sure and see if that is our issue. If that doesn't work, I'll check Southbridge. If that doesn't work, I mean, I don't even necessarily think it's worth doing the SSD controller, because I think the SSD controller is doing what the SSD controller needs to do, in my opinion. And if it's not that, we could be talking corrupt memory, and obviously I'll try all the software side of things. But I mean, I've seen, my opinion on PS5s that behave like that are, I hate them. Yeah, I think Southbridge. Who had one recently? I think it was Loki actually had a Southbridge freezing issue. I think it was Loki. And he messaged me saying, yeah, that one that you had, try doing this, which was the Southbridge stuff. So yeah, it could be SB. It's GG on SB, that's for sure. Let me just check my phone real quick, chat. One super chat goes SSD controller. Two seconds, please, guys. Why is it always Southbridge, not Northbridge? Am I right in thinking that the Northbridge is actually the... No, I'm not going to say what I was about to say next, because it would have sounded very, 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 very silly and very silly. Very, 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 very silly. Very silly. Right, listen, chat. 1 in the chat if you've enjoyed the stream so far. Why am I saying so far? Why do you think I'm saying so far? Why could I possibly be saying so far? Well, let me tell you this. If you think you've seen stuff, then trust me when I say it's time to play some Ark Raiders. Yeah, we're doing it. So if you guys want to come over and over to Twitch specifically, I've got an hour's worth of stream time left, so I'm going to use that wisely and play Ark Raiders. Why would I do that? Because that's just what we do. And play Ark Raiders. I've been doing that a little bit. Wait. Do I sound okay? I've been doing that a little bit. Wait. Do I sound okay? That sounds fine. All right, sweet. Wait. Do I sound okay? That sounds fine. All right. Yeah, not enough to me keep hearing myself. Let me just change the. I need to change the stream stuff. But yeah, if you want to go over to Twitch, I'm not going to do it on YouTube specifically because, you know, I mean, it's not the place where I would necessarily play games. But if you want to come over, and we'll change the title to our everlasting title, Fixing Consoles by Day, Dying in Ark Raiders by Night. So that's exactly what it is that we're going to do right now. So I'm going to change the stream over to Ark Raiders. Feel free to come through. I'm just going to probably do some PvP and dispatch people in my dreams. And then, yeah, we'll do that. So feel free to come over and say hello on the Twitch. So yeah, if you want to come over to Twitch, feel free. If not, no problem. That's why I offer this as like a bit of a if you want to sort of situation, you know. But yeah, feel free to come over right now and watch me get dispatched, I guess. Over to the Twitch. There we go. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, I think. So see you tomorrow.